Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to make a basic milk tea with Tetley tea with sea salt milk foam. Not actually sea salt, but salt milk foam. I crave milk tea a lot, but because there are not many good promotions on Uber Eats, so I decided to make a lot of milk tea, so that I can drink at least one drink every day of the week with my husband. So I bought this box of Tetley from Benton supermarket for $4.99. Probably I would be able to have a better deal if I buy it at Costco. At first I was quite surprised and hesitant to purchase this box because it says orange on the cover, but when I looked it up on Google, it said that orange pico tea doesn't actually taste like orange. It's just the way that they make the tea, probably. Okay, anyway, I'm going to brew probably no one brew tea like in a really big pan like me. So there are 72 tea bags here. I think I'm going to brew 20 or 30 tea bags. The smell is really good. I chose Tetley because I had it before back in Vietnam. My younger sister's boss went to India, or he's from India, and when he went back home on a business trip, this is his souvenir he got for his employees, and my sister brought home one box. I did try making milk tea from that brand name, and it is really amazing. Oh, okay. So the tea bags are routed. This is unique, but it doesn't have any string that come together with the bag. Okay, so probably I will have to put it all in and then use a big spoon or something to take them out later on. So let's count 20 tea bags. I think I'm going to add 4 more tea bags and a little bit more water because there are 72 bags, and probably I'm going to make the milk tea 3 times, so let's even out the numbers. Okay, there are a lot of bubbles on the surface, so I think once one is boils, I'm going to remove the bubbles. You can see that the color is like black tea, but not sure if I should add another 4 bags because, well, let me smell it. Well, it is really strong. I think you can see the color, really dark. So maybe 20 is enough. Yeah. Let's remove the bubble. It looks like I'm boiling some wonton or dumplings. color is really amazing. It looks like black tea, and the smell is also really great. That just squeeze out all of the excess water and then pour them back into the pan. So I'm going to mix the condensed milk into the tea. This is nearly a full can of condensed milk. I'm not sure if I'm going to use all of it, but I think maybe I will have to. Let's start with 2 giant spoonfuls of condensed milk first to see how it will turn out. Okay, now let's start. So I don't have like an exact recipe for this, but you can adjust the sweetness to your liking. Well, based on, you know, if you want to drink it with or without ice. But as for myself, I'm going to put in some cubes of ice. So probably I will have to make it a little bit sweeter than without ice. So the color is changing. Let's give it a taste. I can still taste the tea, which is really good, but I need more condensed milk because apparently I will have to use up the entire can. Oh god, yeah. So, you know, turn out I have to use 2 cans of condensed milk, and I have to add in some sugar to help with the taste because it hasn't reached the sweetness level that I expect yet. This is anyway a really big pan of milk tea. I think it's going to last me for 2 weeks, hopefully. So after everything is nicely mixed, you turn off the stove and we are going to prepare the salt milk foam. So for the salt milk foam, I have here 1 liter of whipping cream. I'm going to use 500 milliliter, some fresh milk, but I have it here, some salt. I don't have sea salt, but if you have one, I think you can use them. I have Himalayan pink salt, but I don't think it's easy to dissolve in the mixture, so no thanks. And some sugar. Okay, so you know, I searched on Amazon for sea salt powder to make milk foam. And you know the price, like over $90 for, if I remember correctly, only over 200 grams of powder. But on a US website, the same product, exactly the same thing, the same brand name, same amount, only about around $16 US. So I thought, why would I waste such a big amount of money for something that I can make out of whipping cream and table salt? And also one thing that inspired me to make this type of milk foam, because back in Vietnam there was a milk tea brand name called Boba. Their teas, their milk tea aren't exactly the best types in the market, but I love the foam. It's the best in my opinion. So let's see if I will succeed in recreating the same milk foam, the taste that I used to have back in Vietnam, and I really miss it. Next, I'm going to add in half a teaspoon of salt. Continue. Try, you can adjust that to your taste. Okay, so probably another teaspoon. And some sugar to to balance out the taste. A teaspoon. Okay, so continue to So I put in 1.5 teaspoons of salt, but I have to add in like 5 or 6 more teaspoons of sugar, and then I whisk it on high speed until the mixture became a little bit thick like this. I think this is the closest version that I can get to the milk foam from the Boba milk tea brand name that I mentioned earlier, and I'm pretty happy about the result. So eventually I didn't add any fresh milk because at the beginning I thought maybe I would add some fresh milk to increase the amount of milk foam that I could make, but then I thought I'm afraid if I added some milk it would like affect the thickness of the mixture. Now this is the exact condensity that I would want to have. Okay, it is still cold. I'm going to store it in the fridge and prepare my my drink later on because the milk tea is still very hot. Yeah. Looking really good, huh? I'm really happy. Well, remember that you need to whisk it until at least it becomes like this.